two short stories about why I think I got here. When I was 18 months old, I fell down some steps in my grandparents' house, and a bump started growing on the side of my face, and it grew out to be about the size of a cantaloupe. My parents took me to doctors, and the part of Florida I'm from, it's kind of a rural area, and nobody really knew what it was. I was referred to specialists all over the southeast. And we finally found one doctor in Birmingham who had seen this once before in his life. It was, at that time, it was called cystic hygroma. It was just a growth of your lymph glands. And according to what my parents told me at that time, it was 1% of the kids in the world are diagnosed with this, and only 1% of the kids who are diagnosed with it live past about 6 years old. So I am very, very lucky to be here. That being said, medical science has grown, and I think it's not as bad as it is now, but I have always known that my God left me here on this earth to do something. And I believe He has a plan for each of us. And I believe that HOBY is part of that plan so that I can continue and pass on. He left me here because I have a job to do, and I'm working towards it every day. HOBY came in my life in 1997. I was an ambassador for my high school. I was selected to go to the big town of Tallahassee. I grew up on a peanut farm outside of town called Malone. We have a one-stop light, we still do today, a gas station, a school, pre-K through 12, if you're wondering. And it's really small. So going to Tallahassee was a big experience, seeing everybody there and meeting kids from all over North Florida. At the end of the seminar, I was asked by the seminar chair if I wanted to interview for the WLC, and I thought it was a radio show. I didn't know. I thought it was a radio or TV channel. I didn't know. But I said, sure, that'd be great. And so I did, and at the end of the day, I was told that I had won an opportunity to go to the WLC. I got to Indianapolis that year. It was not my first time on an airplane, but it was the first time on an airplane by myself. And I got to Indianapolis and got an opportunity to meet all kinds of wonderful, interesting people. One of the first people I met was a young black man. He spoke with a heavy accent. And remember, I'm a peanut farmer from Jackson County in Florida. This was a big deal, seeing all these different people, these different cultures, being exposed to all these different types of folks. And his name was Nana, and he was from the country of Ghana in Africa. And Nana and I got to talking. We actually found out that we had a lot of things in common. He asked me what my parents did, and I told him my mother was a teacher, and that I grew up on a farm as a farmer. And he wanted to know all about my farm and what we did and how we did things. Well, I love agriculture, so there I got a chance to explain to him that everything we did and our tractors and our equipment and things like that. And he gave me a shock when he told me. He said, that's fascinating to me. I didn't think anybody else loved agriculture like I do. And he said, in my country, people still use sticks. Poke a hole in the ground, drop a seed in it, and hope it rains so that something comes up. I hadn't thought that big before. So me being, Jackson County, we talked a little bit more and everything, and we talked, and I finally got around to asking him what his parents did. And he leaned in really close to me, and we're talking, and he says, I'm not supposed to tell anybody this. He said, my mom's kind of the queen.
No.
I said in my Jackson County accent, I said, does that mean your dad's a king? He said, yeah, something like that. So here I am, a peanut farmer from North Florida, having just rubbed shoulders with royalty. That is just an eye-opening into some of my adventures in HOBY. HOBY has taken me places, introduced me to people who I should never have had an opportunity to meet with. It has broadened my horizon. It has given me the opportunity to talk about things and interact with people who otherwise I never would have had an opportunity to. Now I realize that everybody doesn't get that opportunity to go to the WLC and things like that, but I continue to do HOBY because it gives me a chance to give back to what HOBY gave me. I want to say a few thank yous to some people who made it possible for me to be here today. First, I must start with my beautiful, lovely wife who's taking pictures of me over here. Thank you. She was not a HOBY alumni. I dragged her into the program several years ago, but I would never want to do another HOBY without you. Miss Rose, thank you very much. You're amazingly supportive in everything you do. I really appreciate it. And your support is truly, truly appreciated. To Jim and Whitney and all my North Florida HOBY volunteers, we got a great site going. Let's keep it going. You're amazing. Barry and Ashley at Mid-Florida, thank you for all that you're doing. We're just getting to know each other, but we're going to do some great things in Mid-Florida. To all of the HOBY volunteers, whoever shared a piece of knowledge with me, whoever took time to listen to me and help me work through a problem, thank you for continuing in the sharing and giving and not being overly protective of your great ideas. We're all in this to do the right thing to make all of HOBY better for everybody. To the HOBY staff, thank you for your dedication to us. We know that you do this as your job, but we all know that it's more to that, and we all would like to have your job and maybe do HOBY full time. To Mr. O'Ryan for his vision. I just want to say thank you for giving us HOBY. Some just final thoughts. To all the HOBY volunteers, this world is full of negative influences, but I believe that HOBY is the vehicle through which the leaders of tomorrow will be nurtured and will grow to fill it with good. Please continue to share your hope and vision with the next generation, and remember to never give up, because you are making a difference and you will change the world. Thank you.